I will call the meeting to order again at 10:11 a.m. And I'm going to call upon Warden Ina DeViet for our land acknowledgement.
We acknowledge that the land we stand upon today is the traditional territory of the Attawandaron, Anishinaabe, Haudenosaunee, and Lenape peoples who have long-standing relationships to the land, water, and region of southwestern Ontario. The local First Nations communities of this area include the Chippewa of the Thames First Nation, Oneida Nation of the Thames First Nation, and Munsee Delaware Nation. We acknowledge the treaties that are specific to this area: Treaty 2, the McKee Purchase; Treaty 3, Between the Lakes Purchase; Treaty 6, the London Township Purchase; Treaty 21, Longwoods Purchase; and Treaty 29, the Huron Tract Purchase. We value the significant contributions, both in the past and present, of local and regional First Nations of Turtle Island. We acknowledge historic and ongoing injustices that Indigenous peoples endure in Canada, and we affirm our commitment to honoring Indigenous voices, nations, and cultures, and to moving forward in the spirit of reconciliation and respect. Just before I get started, there are just a couple of quick opening remarks I'd like to make. First of all, I want to say welcome to all of the friends, family, and guests who've arrived today. We appreciate your flexibility. We can't count on the weather always. This is a special day when we look forward to choosing our new head of council. And it's the closing of one chapter, but when you have someone else coming, there's another new approach and new ideas. So as this is the last time I'm speaking as warden, I just want to thank everyone who's contributed to making this a most wonderful year. The councillors are on the horseshoe, the staff that's joined us today, and all the people in the communities that have extended invitations and included our councillors and activities. Thank you to all of you. Appreciated it. I had a great time, and I'll never forget it.
And it is now my pleasure to introduce members of County Council for the 2022 to 2026 term. Please stand when I call your name. Sue Clark, Mayor, Municipality of Adelaide Metcalfe. Kathy Burkhardt-Jessen, Mayor, Municipality of Lucan Vidolph. Ina DeViet, Mayor, Municipality of Middlesex Centre. John Brennan, Deputy Mayor, Municipality of Middlesex Centre. Brian Ropp, Mayor, Municipality of North Middlesex. Alan Mayhew, Mayor, Municipality of Southwest Middlesex. Colin Grantham, Mayor, Municipality of Strathroy-Caradoc. Mike McGuire, who's attending virtually, Deputy Mayor of Municipality of Strathroy-Caradoc. Sharon McMillan, Mayor of Municipality of Thames Centre. And Michelle Smybert, Deputy Mayor, Municipality of Thames Centre. Seat. We will now move on to the election of the warden. Attached to your agenda is section 6.3 of the procedural bylaw, which outlines the election procedures. The executive summary is as follows. One past warden is appointed to chair the nomination and voting portion of the meeting, along with two past wardens who are appointed as scrutineers. Ballots will be handed out for the names of the nominees. Nominees are given an opportunity to address council. If only one nominee, that person may be acclaimed warden. If there is more than one person, ballots will be handed out for voting. Upon one nominee receiving the majority of votes, that person will be elected warden of the County of Middlesex from December 10th, 2024 to November 27th, 2025. With that, I would ask for a mover and a seconder to appoint past warden Mary Gay Wilkins as the chair for the election portion of the meeting. So Councillor Smybert, seconded by Councillor DeViet. All in favor? And that's carried. And a mover and a seconder to appoint past warden Joanne Vanderhayden and past warden Jim Maudsley as scrutineers. Councillor Ropp, seconded by Councillor Brennan. All in favor? And that's carried. Okay, if the chair and scrutineers could come forward.
Good morning, everyone. We have a procedural item to deal with before the nomination forms are distributed this morning. Councillor McGuire is attending virtually and has notified us that he would like to make a motion.
Thank you. So my motion would be that the rules of procedure be suspended to allow myself to vote in the warden's election electronically by notifying the chair of this vote directly.
Councillor McGuire has moved that. Do I have a seconder? Councillor Grantham. All those in favor? Carried. Thank you. Oops. At this time, the scrutineers will pass out the nomination ballots. This is your opportunity for each member of council to nominate one of your fellow councillors or yourself. I guess. No, that should. There you go. That's okay. At this time, I will read out the nominations alphabetically, and it's your opportunity to whether accept or not. Alphabetically, the first is Councillor Brennan. Thank you. And the next is Councillor Clark. Thank you. The next is Councillor Mayhew.
I think she wants me to repeat that for me. I'd like to thank my nominator, but I respectfully decline.
Thank you, Madam Chair, and I too graciously thank the individual that nominated me, and I will stand for election. Thank you very much.
And the next is Councillor Robb. Is Councillor Smybert.
I'd like to thank my nominator, but I respectfully decline it this time. Thank you.
Thank you. And at this time, you'll have the opportunity to say a few words if you so choose. And alphabetically, I'll start again, and it'll be Councillor Mayhew.
Thank you once again, Madam Chair. It is a privilege to be on the ballot. I'm extremely proud to be a member of this horseshoe. I have mentioned in the past that any one of us could do this job. Southwest Middlesex is very pleased to be a member of this family. But like in any family, there sometimes are differences of opinion. But we rise above that, we come together, and we do what is best for our family, and in this case, the Middlesex County family. Again, thank you. We will let destiny play its course, and thank you once again.
Thank you, Councillor Mayhew. Councillor Robb.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I do find it humbling to run for this position when I look at the people who've been there in the past, some sitting there at the table, also in the gallery, and those that couldn't meet us here. But we're fortunate to be leaders in Middlesex County at such an exciting and transformative time. This is a moment filled with opportunity, and I'm ready to get to work on behalf of the county of Middlesex and this council. When I'm traveling around the county, I've been asked why I want to be the warden. The truth is, I haven't always wanted to be. In fact, I'm not sure that this day would ever come. But the reason I'm running for warden now is simple. First of all, we have a great team at North Middlesex, which allows me to do this. And I believe that I have the right combination of experience, relationships, and approach to help guide Middlesex through this exciting and challenging time. We stand on an incredible foundation built on the hard work of previous councils and the dedication of an outstanding management team. And because of their efforts, Middlesex County has transformed from being the rural neighbor of London to one of the fastest growing regions in Canada. It's an inspiring journey, and we have the chance to build on that momentum like never before. While we face challenges, I'm confident that my experience and my relationships I've built over the years in municipal government will help me to find effective solutions. I know that we may not always agree on everything around this table, but I am certain that we can agree by working together with shared positive forward-looking goals, we will achieve outstanding results for our residents this year. I'm truly looking forward to the opportunity to guide this team as warden as we collectively focus on moving Middlesex County forward. I'd be grateful for your support, and I'm excited about what we will accomplish together this year. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor Robb. At this time, the scrutineers will hand out the ballots. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I'd like to announce that Brian Robb will be the warden for Middlesex County for 2025. At this time, I'd like to present the motion that the ballots be destroyed by the county clerk. Can I have a mover and a seconder? Moved by Councillor Brennan, seconded by Councillor Schmeibert. All those in favor? Carried. Thank you very much.
So I'd now ask for a mover and a seconder to elect Councillor Ropp as Warden of the County of Middlesex from December 10th, 2024 to December 27th, 2025. Councillor Brennan, Councillor Mayhew, all in favor? And that's carried. Okay, and we'll now ask the Warden-elect to subscribe to the declaration of office from his seat.
Thank you. I, Brian Ropp, having been appointed to the office of Warden in the Corporation of the County of Middlesex, do solemnly promise and declare I will truthfully, faithfully, and impartially exercise this office to the best of my knowledge and ability. I have not received any and will not receive any payment or reward or promise thereof for the exercise of this office in a biased and corrupt or in any other improper manner. I will disclose any pecuniary interest, direct or indirect, in accordance with the Municipal Conflict of Interest Act, and I will faithfully and bear true allegiance to His Majesty King Charles III. And I make this solemn promise and declaration and consciously believing it to be true and knowing that it is of the same force and effect as made under oath.
Thank you, Warden Ropp. And I will now ask past Warden Ina DeViet to come forward to present the chain of office and gavel to our new warden. And we'll now ask Warden Ropp to present past Warden DeViet the gavel. Warden Ropp, if you'd like to come up here to say a few words now.
Thank you. It is very humbling to be supported by council, and I thank you very much for that support. And I just want to mention that everyone here has the same strength in their vote, in their voice. And we want to make sure that we recognize everyone going forward. And I really do look forward to working with all of you this coming year. I do want to make special comment to Councillor McGuire, if I can. He's going through a tough time. He had a loss in his family, and we wish you all the best, Mike. Excuse me. And to the guests here today, thank you very much for attending. I don't know if there's anybody left in Park Hill, right now, but thank you very much for coming and thanks to everyone. And I do appreciate the history of this building of Middlesex County, and we'll just move forward. Thank you.
Can I get a mover and seconder to adjourn the meeting at 10:32 a.m.? And Councillor Grantham, Councillor DeVitt. And all in favor? And that's carried. And I think we're gonna have O Canada now, and then please everyone join us in the Middlesex room for a very early lunch.